Hi, I'm Sergio Dinaro. I recently started the company Resin Solutions by SD or by Sergio Dinaro. It's SD if you're looking on social media platforms or on my Etsy page. And what I do is basic woodworking with epoxy and resin. So I make cutting boards, charcuterie boards, serving trays, coffee tables, dining room tables, countertops, those types of things. I'm fairly new to making YouTube videos, so I guess we can grow and work through this process together. And what I'm doing today is I'm making a serving tray for a friend of mine. I promised him a serving tray a long time ago, and I've been busy with other projects and I haven't had a chance to get to that. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to chronicle the process of making his serving tray and allow everyone to see the process that I go through to create pieces like this, and and use it as a beginning platform to start the YouTube channel. So you will notice that I am not a professional woodworker. That was not my background. I'm retired now. I've started doing the woodworking on the in my free time, and I enjoy it, and I've started this company because of that. So if you see that I'm making mistakes in the way that I do things, please leave comments, let me know. Or the reason why I'm throwing myself out there and letting everybody see the process that I'm going through is not to present myself as a professional woodworker, but as somebody who is doing this in their free time as a hobby. And if you are considering doing something similar, I know when I was originally looking at doing this, I watched some videos of some professionals and it was very intimidating. And when I started trying to do these things myself, I realized that there's a lot of little things that they do that they don't realize that they're doing, and they don't necessarily communicate it. And those little things are very important. So I made a lot of mistakes in the beginning and worked my way through that. I'm a little more proficient now, but what I want to do is try and attack these projects from the standpoint of a beginner. So I'll walk through some of the mistakes that I made, and if I make some beginner mistakes in these videos, it's okay. You'll get to see, I won't edit them out. You'll get to see the finished products, and hopefully most of them will be what I intended when I started out. But if they're not, you'll still get to see what comes out in the end. And hopefully we can both learn through this process together, and hopefully I can prevent you from making some of these mistakes yourself. So that's sort of what I intend to be what's new about my channel compared to some others. Hopefully you can learn, laugh, get something beneficial out of this, and see some pretty cool projects. Because in the end, one thing I really love about working with wood and epoxy is that almost no matter what mistake I make, it's fixable. So I'll get to the end of a project and something's not the way I want it, and I'll either strip off the finish or cut it down a little bit, and I'll end up fixing it. So you'll get to see that process as well, and that way I learn how to do things the best way the first time, and I still end up with some nice projects in the end. So you might see that a lot of my projects now turn out really well without too many mistakes. So if you have any questions, if there's something I'm doing that I'm not explaining and you have questions about that, leave those questions in the comments. I get to every single comment relatively quickly. And this is not my first YouTube channel. I've done YouTube channels on other topics, but this is my first time that I'm doing a woodworking YouTube channel. So if you have questions, please leave those in the comments and I will get to those. And keep in mind that this is both woodworking and epoxy and resin work. So those are two completely different skills. And I am better in the resin and epoxy arena than I am in the woodworking. You'll probably see that. And so please leave comments, leave questions. I'll get to them all. If there's anything you want to see me do, I'll be happy to show you. And then you can see what, if you have an idea of making a certain type of project, let me know. I'll do my best to make a video of it. And so like I said, we're gonna get started on this project. Yesterday I bought a plank of red cedar lumber, and I cut it up and sanded it and resawed it and glued the pieces back together. And I built a mold for the piece that I'm making. So I'll show some pictures. I'll chop those pictures into this video so you can see the progress up to this point. But from here on out, I'll have video of mixing up the resin and how I turn basic wood and epoxy into a piece that I think has an artistic flair to it. So I hope you enjoy it. There may not be a lot of talking throughout the video because a lot of this is tedious, and in order to speed it up, there can't be any audio. So hopefully you enjoy it, and I will talk to you soon on the other side of this project.
Rewind selector. Rewind selector. Rewind selector. Rewind selector. Rewind selector. Rewind selector.